Hello everyone, happy Sunday to you. I hope that you've been having a wonderful morning or a wonderful afternoon wherever you are in this world. Today I am working on preparing some clothing for a clothing swap. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this sometimes on some of my other videos. It's a good way to pass on clothing that you don't want from your closet anymore. And I'll be involving my 12-year-old daughter also in this process. She does not wear children's clothing. She wears adult clothing, so she can also take part in this swap. So let's see how this works out. My name is Lisa Marie Armstrong, sustainable stylist, mindset shifter, and founder of the Sustainable Style Academy, where I help overwhelmed closet owners transform into sustainable style champions. So today I have a pile of clothing that I've went through. There's an even bigger pile, but that's for yet another video. I mean, a big pile. I mean, check this out. Look at this big pile of clothing. I've sorted them out a little bit based on the ones that I think would be appropriate to go to this type of a swap. I'm allowed to take up to 10 items. So between my daughter and I, we can take up to 20 items of clothing. I'm not sure I have that much to give away, but let's see. Some stuff I have I'd rather sell. Some stuff I'd rather send to a sharing platform. So these are the things that I think would be great for a swap, that would actually get taken in a swap. So I'm just gonna continue along and see what happens here. Here I have, for instance, a dress, and this dress, it's from years gone by. And the other thing about it is really low cut. And here in Europe, you don't wear low cut things unless you're on the beach somewhere like in Greece or Spain or Italy or something like that. It's just a no-go. You just don't do that. So I'm gonna see if it can be swapped. I'm gonna see. I'm not sure, but let's see. Maybe younger girls would want it. The next thing I have a blouse. This is a bad buy. By the way, the last dress, that was a gift from a friend. Actually, she passed it on to me because she didn't like it. She didn't want it anymore. This one is a bad buy. It just does not look good on me at all. And I've just find it actually not my style. So I'm deciding that this one too can go get swapped. I'll bet somebody could remove the sleeves or do something cool to it if they wanted to upcycle it. That would look really cool, but I don't have the time to do that at the moment. So we're gonna see if it can get swapped. Another thing I have here, this is a pair of pants from this company called Arc'teryx. And at the time when I bought them, it was maybe a little thinner, I don't like the cut on them anymore. They're too low in the front and I just don't like that. So maybe somebody else would like them. It's a pretty popular brand, so maybe somebody will notice that and want them and try them on, because pants are sometimes really hard to get rid of. As we all know, they're such a difficult thing to fit. Then I always love long black jersey skirts. And this one is from the company Armed Angels, which is, one of the leading sustainable or more sustainable labels of clothing. And it's actually a really cute skirt. The thing for me though, it's not long enough. I'm really tall, so this skirt was never quite long enough for me. And it also has these pockets that I don't like the way that it is when I'm wearing it, that they kind of pop out on the sides. And I know I could cut the pockets out and I know I could stitch them together, but just because the length is just off, I just won't wear it. So I think someone else would really find some joy in it. And it's a size M, stretchy waistband. You can do all kinds of stuff with that, right? The next up, this was a purchase I made on The RealReal, one of my favorite secondhand stores, right? And you know, this goes to show you that just because something has a label doesn't always mean it's going to be the right thing. Now, this is a pair of pants from the company Joseph, and technically speaking, I have these pants in blue and in black, and I love them. They're staples and they're incredibly good quality. They're high quality stretch twill material. The problem is the color. I thought these were more red in the internet built picture that I saw, and they turned out to be brick red, and brick red is not a color that I wear very well. And so I've tried to wear them and I just don't find joy. It's a really in color this season, and so let's see if they can get swapped. Maybe somebody will have a lot of joy wearing these. We want them to get worn now since it's an in color, right? I also have things I have tagged because I have them ready on my Depop site, but they haven't been moving, and sometimes it can be difficult to sell things online. This is a glittery sort of top that I bought from Zalando, if anybody's familiar with that. If you live in Europe, of course you are. I bought it on a whim with a bunch of other stuff that I needed for a Christmas party and then never returned it. Yeah, it's something I never wear. I don't like the feeling of the fabric, but maybe someone else doesn't mind that. But it's glittery, 'tis the season, right? So let's see if somebody would like to have it. This dress I bought at H&M. I bought it, it's actually from a summer collection. And it's just big and black and kind of loungy, but I bet somebody could do something cool to it. I just don't wear it anymore, and I have a ton of dresses. I have so many dresses, it's ridiculous. So I really don't need this one. I have enough basics, so I'm sure that there is someone out there that would really like to have it, and they could use a different belt. They don't have to use the tie belt. They could put a cool belt over the top of it and style it up. Look really cute. So we're gonna pass this on too. I have another thing that I bought when, on a whim, I was out actually trying to go to the grocery store with my daughter, and what did? I get sucked up into one of the little stores that are in this shopping mall that we live close by to. I already have a dress that looks very similar to this and is way better cut. This one just never sat nicely on my body. All the bunchiness of the fabric around my waist didn't make me feel very confident. And yeah, it didn't work. And it's at a length that I found a little, should either been a tick shorter or a tick longer. I don't know. It's just not my gig. So I am going to send this one off as well. And finally, I have a pair of boots. These were actually given to my daughter from a friend of mine. If she's watching, I'm sure she recognizes them. My daughter loved wearing them, even though they were a tick too long for her at the time, but now her foot has grown exponentially, so she can't wear them anymore. And they are literally in perfect condition, but they're a tiny size. They're size 36 or size 6 shoe, and here in this family, there's nobody under 40. Except for their tiny daughter, but yeah. So these two are gonna go to the swap. I'm certain that these will be finding a new home. So in total, I have 9 items that I'm gonna swap. How am I gonna prepare these things before I take them with? Well, for one thing, what I know from working in the clothing industry for as long as I have is that things that are wrinkly and don't look very nice or aren't clean need to be cleaned and they need to be ironed. And I will take these things, not crammed into a bag, I will take them in a garment bag so that they don't get wrinkled. And this way, when people go to look at them, they're going to think, oh yeah, that's really nice. I think I want to try that on. Whereas if it were all wrinkly and kind of bleh, it's probably going to get overlooked because it doesn't look like something that's nice, right? So I'm going to get on that and get them all squared away. And hopefully then you can come back next Sunday and check out how it goes for me and my daughter at the clothing swap in Zurich. I will be video recording a bit, as much as I'm allowed to, of course, and giving you a recap of how it went and how you can then find the type of swap event that I went to in an area near you, because that would be fun, right? It's a new way to do things instead of throwing things away in the clothing collections bin, which we all know is not the sustainable way to get rid of our things. So if you have not already, make sure you go down there and subscribe to this channel. And if this video was helpful for you in any way or helped to spark your interest, please make sure to like it and share it and pass it on. And I look forward to having you here next Sunday, where you get to check out what I did at that clothing swap with my daughter. So take care, and until next Sunday, wishing you very well. Bye.